All right, we begin with the powerful tsunamis that have struck parts of Russia's Far East and northern Japan after a massive magnitude 8.8 earthquake which rocked the Pacific region. Now, authorities in Russia's far eastern Sakhalin region have declared a state of emergency in the northern Kuril Islands, where tsunami waves have damaged buildings and caused flooding.
Shall we get sound from here? That's okay. That's right.
The lifeguards in Honolulu, Hawaii, cleared the beach and prompted tsunami warnings and evacuations stretching across the Pacific Ocean.
Everyone evacuate the beach. All lifeguards will be leaving at 5 p.m. Even the police will be evacuating at 6 p.m.
I would imagine that HPD right now is out there trying to move traffic along to the best of their ability. I know we've gotten some calls that it is horrible and people are in gridlock, and that's, all I could ask is for people to keep their calm, and we'll try to move things along as best we can.
In Russia's remote Far East, the port town of Severokurilsk was flooded after tsunami swept through. This is the moment when the tsunami crashed over coastline in Russia's Far East region. Authorities say the town's roughly 2,000 residents were evacuated in time. Officials confirm several people were injured during the quake, but none seriously. The quake is now the strongest to hit Russia's Kamchatka region since 1952. Russia's regional governor have asked for calm. Now, a kindergarten was damaged in Russia's Far East. Kamchatka's Krai's Minister of Emergency informed of the situation through social media. Now, across the Sea of Okhotsk, Japan's northern coast have also been impacted. Evacuation orders were issued from Hokkaido down to the eastern shores of Honshu after the initial tsunami wave reached Japan. The huge waves were seen reaching the coastline of Hokkaido in Japan that you see on your screens. The Japan Meteorological Agency later upgraded its tsunami warning, forecasting dangerous waves of up to 3 meters, with more waves expected to strike repeatedly.
The tsunami warning is still out from Hokkaido to Wakayama Prefecture. Tsunami advisories have been issued for other areas along the Pacific and some parts along the Sea of Japan side.
And Japan has suspended several coastal train services around Chiba, Yokohama, and Izu Peninsula. And the Fukushima nuclear plant workers were seen evacuating as a precaution.
Attention please, attention please. Tsunami alert is issued now. The estimated time of arrival of the tsunami is around 11 a.m. It is safer to stay inside the hotels than outside. Please do not run out of the building and stay in the room. Based on the basement or the first floor, please evacuate to the third or fourth floor using nearest status.
And in the U.S., alerts were sent to mobile phones from Alaska to California, where tsunami advisories remain in effect.
Things to studio, which is closer into town, and
Nobody's telling me anything.
Now, tsunami warning centers now say waves of over 3 meters are possible along parts of Russia, the northwestern Hawaiian Islands and Ecuador, coastal areas in Chile, French Polynesia, Guam, Costa Rica and Hawaii bracing for 1 to 3 meter waves, while regions from Mexico and Australia to Taiwan and New Zealand may see surges of up to 1 meter. In the Philippines, authorities are urging residents on the eastern seaboard to stay inland. All right, to give us more information, we are now being joined live by Laura Westbrook from Hong Kong. Thank you so much, Laura, for joining us. Good to see you. So, of course, let's begin by this. Now, tsunami alerts are now all over the Pacific region, the Pacific Rim. If you could just share us the situation where you are right now. How is the situation on ground?
Yes, well, I'm in Hong Kong, but the focus is very much on Japan, where its meteorological agency has said that tsunami waves would continue for more than a day after this massive earthquake off the coast of Russia. More than 1.9 million people have been evacuated in Japan across large kilometers of its Pacific coast, from Hokkaido in the north down to the Wakayama prefecture in the south. Now, we are getting pictures of waves that are starting to arrive in Japan. The highest height is 1.3 meters. That's in the northeastern part of Japan. And agencies have warned that the waves could get higher. The Japan Meteorological Agency has warned that tsunami waves could get as high as 3 meters high. And so that's why they're very much on alert. They've asked these 1.9 million people to evacuate, really wanting to take no chances. Japan's Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba said that a task force is in place. It's assessing the situation. Authorities have also stressed that tsunamis could hit the shoreline repeatedly, and that could be over an extended period of time. It said that later waves could be larger than the first, and so they are warning that they want to keep these warnings in place and for people to stay and adhere to these evacuation warnings until they are lifted.
And of course, this is the strongest earthquake to hit after 2011. It has impacted the entire Pacific Rim. If you could just give us a perspective of how big of an impact can such an earthquake bring for us?
Well, yes, there have been tsunami warnings in Japan, but tsunami advisories in other parts of this region, from the Philippines to Indonesia to China. In the Philippines, they said that smaller waves could be affected in the capital, Manila, of less than a meter, and that was expected on Wednesday afternoon. In China's Tsunami Center also said that waves of between 30 centimeters and 1 meter were expected to hit parts of the eastern seaboard. So really, many parts of this part of the world are on high alert, but particularly in Japan, where they are asking people who are living close to these coastal towns or beaches to seek higher ground. We have seen some footage of people on the tops of buildings seeking shelter there in places such as Hokkaido. And as you said, this is also this earthquake is a huge earthquake since 2011. Back then, that massive earthquake of 9.0 magnitude triggered a tsunami. It also affected affected. The Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, that is also an area of, that is a crucial area, and the company TEPCO that is running that nuclear plant, they have evacuated their workers, but they've also said that no abnormalities have yet been reported, but they are continuing to monitor the situation there as well.
All right, Laura, and also if you could just give us a perspective of how long do you think that these warnings would stay? I know that this is a very big earthquake and it, of course, is triggering tsunamis, but how long do you think these impacts stay for?
Well, we are hearing reports that this warning could be so in Japan. The tsunami advisory was upgraded to a tsunami warning, and that could be in place for the next 24 to even 48 hours. And the reason for that is this is a very large earthquake. It is also triggering aftershocks, and that will have an impact on the waves. And so there may be a delay, and there may be time for these waves to arrive in Japan. And so that's why this tsunami warning remains in place and will remain in place, as authorities there say that the waves could get larger as time goes by. And so they are really advising people to seek higher ground, and for those people who they've asked to evacuate to stay in the places that they've sought shelter until they're advised not to.
All right, Laura, thank you so much for joining us and giving us all the information. That was Laura Westbrook joining us from Hong Kong. Thank you so much.